Man, it ain't nothing like being bald when the wind is blowing. Boy, is it cold as shit, boy. Golly. Anyway. What's good, YouTube? I'm Amir Best. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're going to be going over a beginner's basic shoulder workout. Okay, so if you are a beginner, I got you. You're going to know how to hit these anterior deltoids, these lateral deltoids, and these posterior deltoids, rear delts. All right, let's go. Guys, look at the background. No one's here. I get to hog all the weights. Guys, if you are not beginning your workout with stretching, please stretch your body. You should be stretching everything every day. Even if you're not doing an arm day, let's say you're doing push-pull legs. Just because you're doing a push day does not mean you don't stretch the other muscles, okay? They get stretched every day, especially if you're 30. If you're 30 and you not stretching, diabolical. All right, so first things first, we're going to be working with the anterior deltoid, which is the front delt. All right, so you want to get yourself a bench. You want to turn it around. You want to put the bench at an incline level, which is around 40 degrees to 60 degrees. And basically, you want to put your chest on the bench and raise the dumbbells to eye or forehead level. One of the biggest tips I can give you for this exercise is do not ego lift with this exercise. Do not do this with heavy weights. Do this with a weight that you can do around 12 times, and you want to squeeze the muscle at all times. All right, so next we're going to be going over bent over dumbbell lateral raise. Now, I'm helping myself bend over just like the last time. I'm going to be using the bench for support. And as you're going to see, I'm not going to be going all the way out where I have 90-degree angles from this, like the single point from my shoulder to my elbow to my wrist. I'm not going to be doing that. When you do that, you're also going to be working out the traps. And we're trying to avoid that. We're just trying to work out the rear delts. The rear delt isn't a huge muscle at all. It's a very small muscle. One of the biggest tips I can give you is actually go medium size on this. So don't go light, go medium or even heavy. In fact, what I do sometimes, I superset. I do one heavy dumbbell and then one light dumbbell. And basically, I go back and forth and I switch and do those supersets. But because it's a short motion, you don't have to have a very light weight. You won't be injuring any joints. Now, I know I said it was going to be just a basic shoulder workout, but I always like giving that extra juice. But this is going to be a little more efficient if you're going to be working at rear delt. Look at my hand placement versus the hand placement of the previous exercise. You'll see what I'm talking about. And also try it. And guys, when you're in the gym, never be afraid of playing with the angles. Play with the arm placement, play with the angles. If you want to put the bench a little more up, you want to put the bench a little more down. Don't be afraid to make the craft yours. All right, so this is going to be standing barbell shoulder press. You want to stand with your back straight. You want to grab the bar with an overhand wide grip. You want to inhale and extend the bar vertically. Exhale at the end of the movement. One of the biggest tips I can give you is go 90 degrees with your elbows and then up. 90 degrees and then up. All right, so next we got upright rows. And you're going to be standing with your legs slightly apart with your back straight. You want to grab the barbell with an overhand grip slightly wider than shoulder width apart. You want to inhale and pull the barbell alongside the body to your belly button or above the belly button or below the belly button. Then rinse and repeat. One of the biggest tips I can give you is try to find the mind muscle connection. All right, so what helps is closing your eyes and going very slow. And you feel everything that burns. Once you feel it, will it burns? Well, you know you're hitting the right target. All right, so this is going to be just like our last exercise, except we're going to be bending over forward. All principles still stand the same. We're going to be grabbing that bar with an overhand grip, slightly wider than shoulder width apart. And we're going to be pulling that bad boy to our chest this time. All right, or as far as you can get it. All right, so as you see, guys,
The sun is out, the birds are chirping, and I'm done that workout. Okay, so that was a simple workout that we did for shoulders. And there, of course, there are more angles that you could have done. There's more exercises. There's like all kinds of supersets could have been happening. But this is the beginner workout for shoulders. I don't know why I paused on that. The begin. Anyway, long story short, I need to eat because my brain apparently ain't working right. So, if this video helped you with anything, please like, comment, subscribe. Holla back at your boy.